Hello. Today I'm going to talk about the past simple and past continuous. First, I'm going to tell you something about each of the tenses and then see the situations where they both appear in a single sentence. So, let's start. Let's start with past simple and its form. And as you can see, the form is the same for all persons. Example sentences are: he left at 3 o'clock. They arrived 3 weeks ago. So you see, no matter of the subject of the sentence, the verb remains the same. In positive sentences, we have to differentiate between regular and irregular verbs. Regular verbs add ed to the base form of the verb: worked, wanted, helped. Or if the regular verb ends in e, you only add d. Leave and arrive are the examples of these verbs. So they end in e and you just add d and get the past simple: lived or arrived, liked, and so on. As for irregular verbs, their past simple form doesn't end in ed. So you have to find their past simple form in the second column of the irregular verbs list. Examples of these verbs are go, meet, see, have. They're the most common ones, so I chose them for this presentation. And their past simple form for go is went, meet, met, see, saw, have, had, and so on. The list is long. You have to learn it by heart or practice them and try to remember as many as possible because they're always used in everyday speech. In negative sentences, though, we use the past simple negative form of the auxiliary verb do, which is didn't, plus the infinitive of the main verb. I didn't give out your secret, or we didn't stay up late. So as you can see, no endings to the irregular verbs or the second column of the irregular verbs. In interrogative forms, we use a question form, of course, and we also use did plus subject plus the infinitive of the main verb and get sentences like, where did you find that? Or how much money did you spend? As for use, past simple is used for a finished action in the past when we know when something happened. For example, we met in 2007. It is also used for actions that follow each other in a story. Mary walked into the room and stopped. So you see, you have here two short actions: walked, then stopped. They follow each other, so they're always used in past simple form. Past simple is also used to describe a past situation or habit. For example, when I was a child, we lived in a small house by the sea. Past simple is always used when we say when something happened, so it is associated with certain past time expressions. For example, last night, last week, last month. Then expressions with ago. Note that the word ago is a useful way of expressing the distance into the past, and it is always placed after the period of time. 2 days ago, 6 years ago, and so on. Other past time expressions are yesterday, in 2015, or any past year, when I was a child, and so on. That would be it for past simple, and now something about past continuous. Past continuous is formed with the past form of the verb to be. The past form is was for I, he, she, and it, but were for we, you, and they, plus the base form of the main verb to which you add ing. And you get sentences like, they were driving to Paris, she was playing the piano, we weren't waiting for a long time. What were they doing? So you see, descending ing is always present, even in the questions where we just use the inversion of the subject and the auxiliary word. Use. The past continuous is used to express activities in progress before and probably after a particular time in the past. For example, at 7 o'clock this morning, I was having my breakfast. We know when exactly at what exact time did something happen, so we use the past continuous. I was having my breakfast. Past continuous is also used for descriptions. Jane looked beautiful. She was wearing a green dress. Or to express an incomplete activity. I was reading a book during the flight. Here past continuous is used because I was just reading a book during the flight. It doesn't mean that I read the whole book. I just read as much as I could on the flight. So it's an incomplete activity. I was reading a book during the flight. And now past simple or past continuous. We often use the past simple and the past continuous together. When this happens, the past simple describes a short action or event that interrupts a longer background action described by the past continuous. So this means that the past continuous action will always be interrupted by a short one which is described by the past simple. So example sentences are, he broke his leg when he was skiing. Here skiing is a longer action and broke a short one. It happens quickly, so the sentence would go, he broke his leg when he was skiing. Another example. I was playing a computer game when the doorbell rang. Here playing a computer game is a background action which was in progress when something else happened. Another short action, the ringing of the doorbell. So you get sentence, I was playing a computer game when the doorbell rang. Rang, past simple, was playing, past continuous. When the fire started, I was watching television. I was watching television is a background action. The fire started is a short one. So it is used in past simple. I was watching, past continuous. So that would be it. I hope this would be useful to you. Thanks for watching. Till next time. Bye bye.